Hi everybody, I'm Judy and I'm addicted to puzzles. Today, I'm going to show you all the puzzles that I've practiced speed puzzling this year, I guess, to show you how I've practiced for the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers coming up. June 4th is the second Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers, so I'll get into that at the end of the video. But these are all the puzzles that I've pretty much practiced with. Okay, so when I went to Colorado for the 60,000 piece part 1 build, Emily was, she's the organizer. She was completely amazing. But she gifted me this puzzle. It's Something's Amiss by Puzzle Twist. So basically the picture on the box is not the puzzle you put together. I won't give too much away. It's not drastically different, but it is different. So I speed puzzled it as fast as I could, but it was, I didn't look at the box. I wasn't really paying attention to the box, because the box really does help. It's just a little different. So when I speed puzzled this, it took me 1 hour and 42 minutes, which isn't super slow. But I think if I was in an actual competition, I don't think I would have qualified for round 2. So that's okay. It's a super fun puzzle. And they have like a little puzzle library. It's all intentional kindness. It says, start a neighborhood library. I would say a puzzle library, but it can be booked. This puzzle was super fun though. If you have a chance to do a puzzle twist puzzle, I recommend it. They're really cute and fun, you know. Okay, so 1 hour, 42 minutes. So all I did was dump the pieces out and start putting the puzzle together. That's really the only way I know how to speed puzzle. I haven't tried like sorting techniques. I haven't tried anything else except for just dump the pieces out and puzzle. I have never speed puzzled a puzzle under an hour. I got very close, but I don't know if I will ever hit that under an hour mark on a 500 piece puzzle. So we'll see. I'll keep practicing, you know, from time to time. I don't know what order I did all these in. This one I did pretty recently. It's called Polygon Lion. This one, Vicky from Vicky Makes and Builds. We both did this puzzle. She doesn't know my time yet, so when she watches this, Vicky, I did this one in 1 hour and 22 minutes. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of black. His face wasn't too hard, but when you get to these really dark areas, it was pretty challenging. I knew this one was not going to be like my fantastic under an hour puzzle. With this one, I just dumped all the pieces out. There was no rhyme or reason. I just, I think for me, when I dumped the pieces out, because I never dumped the pieces out before until I started watching, like when I went to that 60,000 piece build, people would have the pieces dumped all over the table. And I was like, I always thought it was, for me, I always thought it would be chaotic because I don't like a lot of clutter on my puzzle table when I'm putting a puzzle together. So when I came back, so probably starting in March, if you've noticed on my time-lapse videos, I have a lot of the pieces just dumped out. If it's like a 500 piece or 1,000 piece. And I'm kind of finding it fun to where you can like see all the pieces and just grab a piece. And it's really not as chaotic as I thought it would be. So I was primarily a box puzzler. You know, the pieces are in the box. I dig through the box and figure out what I want. If it's a 2,000 piece puzzle, that's what I'm going to do. Even if it's a 5,000 piece puzzle, I'll still be a box digger. But for the smaller counts, 1,000 piece, 500, 750, I think I'm just going to start dumping the pieces out every time because it's actually fun. Gradient puzzles, maybe I'll sort, but I think you all know by now I'm not a sorter. But that's okay. So 1 hour, 22 minutes. Vicky, I still need to know your time. So, but this one was a pretty difficult one to speed puzzle. But it's a gorgeous puzzle. I love polygon art. I've tried it. It's hard to do, but I love it. 500-piece Ravensburger puzzle is called Floral Reflections. Now, when I first saw this puzzle, I really thought that I would fly through it. It's a gradient puzzle. To me, gradient puzzles, I find them relaxing. I do them pretty fast. But this one is a floral gradient, and I was slow. Well, slow, I thought I was slow. Like someone else could do this in 2 hours, and I still think that's a fast time. But what I had in my mind to puzzle this was not quite what came out on paper. I thought for sure that this would be the puzzle that I would get under an hour on. And I did it in 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 4 seconds. So definitely didn't quite go as fast as I wanted to. When Donnalouise did it, she thought she was also very slow at it, but she was still, I think, a minute or two faster than I was. There's something about flowers that kind of discombobulate me. And this one had like the water reflection at the bottom. You know, I started with the reds, and by the time I got to the purples, it was kind of slow going. So for me, I thought this would have been my under an hour, but no. So 1 hour, 19 minutes, 4 seconds. So the next one, the reason why I threw the seconds in there is this is Kitten in a Cup. This was another one that Vicky and I actually speed puzzled around the same time. This one took me 1 hour, 19 minutes. Oh, wait. Sorry. This one took me 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 4 seconds. The Floral Reflections took me 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 18 seconds. So this one was the 4 seconds, and it took me, so it was 14 seconds faster than the flowers. And this is another one that I really thought I would be faster at. I kind of started with the Kitten, which fur, you know, isn't really, I think I learned in the first battle of the YouTube puzzlers that fur and little bikes, I don't do those very fast. So this one, I thought I would be faster at it, but I still think 1 hour, 19 minutes is a good time, because that would have sent me to a second round if I was actually in a competition. Even though I know I wouldn't have like won the competition, if that makes sense. But at least I would have qualified for round 2. And when you're in a competition, you know, that's probably the key point, is to move on to the next round. But this puzzle is super cute. I can't remember, honestly, if Vicky was faster. I want to say I was faster, but she might have actually been a minute or two faster. I can't remember. I'd have to go back to Instagram and check it out. So, Kittens in a Cup. So the next one, all the rest are Ravensburgers. Just so you know, they're all 500-piece Ravensburgers. This puzzle has another kitten. It's called Perfect Peace. It's absolutely adorable. It has a little journal in the middle. It has the kitten. And the way I stumbled upon this puzzle is Sarah does puzzles on Facebook and Instagram. She speed puzzled this puzzle, and it took her 46 minutes. And I was like, wow, that's really fast. But Sarah does puzzles is a very fast puzzler. She does puzzle competitions quite a bit, so she is speedy. So when I saw this on Facebook, though, I was like, well, I think I'm going to try it. Maybe this will be the one I'll get under an hour, right? No, it took me 1 hour and 12 minutes. So, almost 30 full minutes longer than Sarah, which I'm not, obviously I'm not a super fast puzzler, and I'm okay with that. I still think an hour and 12 minutes for a 500 piece it's pretty quick in my book. Super cute puzzle, but I completely underestimated the time it would take. This one is called Lighthouse at Sunset, and this one took me 1 hour and 10 minutes. I know a lot of people have trouble with sky, but that's the one part I didn't have a problem with, was the sky. I personally love doing skies, even if it's all blue. I like doing skies. The rocks over here are what were tougher, but I still feel like I did this puzzle quite fast. I think 1 hour, 10 minutes for this was a fabulous time for me. And it's a gorgeous puzzle. It's probably one I would frame or hang up or give to somebody so that they can hang it. It's a beautiful puzzle. And again, all of these, I just dumped the pieces out and went for it. Some of them I would start with the frame. Flip all the pieces over. Find the frame pieces, do the frame real quick. I kind of find that is faster for me, but other times I just start putting in pieces. And with this one and the next one I'm going to show you, it was actually easier to start with, as I'm flipping the pieces over, I can find those quick wins and put those pieces in. But like I said, the rocks over here, those were tough. And the ocean rocks at the bottom. Super fun, though. So this next one, this is a large piece format 500 piece puzzle. It's called Cabana Retreat. I did this in 1 hour and 8 minutes, but this puzzle was this is another one that can definitely be hung up. I feel like the large piece format, like this puzzle, is actually a little easier to speed puzzle. This one was 1 hour, 8 minutes, but I say that, but this is not my fastest time. It's my third fastest time. I really loved the layers of the colors in this one with the sunset, the water. I really enjoyed puzzling this puzzle. So the next one is called New York Postcard. And this is my second fastest time ever. This is another one that Vicky and I did. We've done a few speed puzzling, from afar, and just to see kind of, Vicky's going to Spain along with Donnalouise and Janette and Jubie. So I'm kind of helping, if we have the same puzzle, because I think it makes it a little more competitive. If you have the same puzzle, I'm going to try to go as fast as I can to beat your time. How we do the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers. I've never been to an in-person competition, so I would imagine that, you'd kind of have that adrenaline that would make you go faster. I don't have that in my house. I just have super upbeat music and I try to go as fast as I can. But when I did this one recently, it took me 1 hour and 2 minutes. So almost made the hour mark, but not quite. But this puzzle, I think I actually beat Vicky's time by 1 minute. I'd have to go. I should have checked before this video, but I think I beat her by 1 whole minute. We are so close in our times. There's very few puzzles that we've had like a huge lapse. So Vicky and I have very similar times when we speed puzzle. I'm hoping for our next battle that I'm faster than her, but that puzzle, yeah, we'll get into that. So New York Postcard, 1 hour, 2 minutes, super close. But this one has so many different distinct areas. I like that in a speed puzzle because you can easily decipher, where the pieces go. And, this one, you can easily tell, like, if you pick a piece with spots, it's going to go down here. So I really enjoy these postcard puzzles from Ravensburger. 1 hour, 2 minutes. Okay, so the last puzzle and my fastest time ever is with the London postcard. And I did it in 1 hour, 1 minute. So nothing under an hour. 1 hour, 1 minute though, I feel is a fantastic time. I did this one back in January to, this was the first puzzle I ever really speed puzzled. Like, when I do a puzzle, sometimes I time myself, sometimes I don't. It kind of just depends. But since I always do a time-lapse video, I always know about how long it takes me because I have, the video. But I had never, put a timer in front of me and went as fast as I could. So this was the very first one I did that to. And I have yet to beat this time. Maybe I will. I'm hoping one day I will. I keep getting 500-piece puzzles just to see how fast I can do them. Sometimes I put the timer in front of me. Sometimes I just pay attention to my time on my video. But either way, I still, ever since this one, I still dump the pieces out and just go for it. Because I feel for me, that's the fastest way to do it. Sometimes I do the frame first. Sometimes I'll start with, just different areas of the puzzle. Kind of depends on how I feel. Some of them I have learned that I probably should have maybe dumped the pieces out and sorted and then started puzzling. But I kind of just go the chaotic route and dump them and go. So I think it's fun, and I'm a competitive person to a point. If I'm in a speed puzzle, I kind of just like to have fun with it. I turn up my music. I start bebopping when I get stuck, and I'm like, I'll just stop and kind of bebop. I don't know. And, and then I'll go back to it. So, with this one, I don't remember getting stuck too much because, again, there's so many different areas of the puzzle to where you can really figure out where the pieces are. So fastest time, 1 hour, 1 minute. I'm very happy with that, honestly. All right. So we have the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers coming up. And the puzzle we are going to speed puzzle on this round is a 750 piece puzzle called Flora Heart by Gallison. It is all flowers. It is different types of piece shapes. It's not just your normal square puzzle. I know we all know it's going to be a fairly challenging puzzle. I can't even begin to tell you what my time... I don't even know exactly what I want my goal to be on this. But just looking at the piece count, I'm like, okay, if I can do a 500 piece puzzle in roughly, we'll say an hour and 20 minutes average. And that might be, I don't know, it's probably close, maybe a little more. But this is 750 pieces. Flowers, which flowers are not like, I know from the Floral Reflections puzzle, flowers are not my strong suit. So it's going to be very interesting to see how long this puzzle takes. Me and Vicky and Donnalouise, Janette, Jubie, and we have Russell from Puzzling in Two Worlds, which is super fun that we have a special guest. So the big event takes place on June 4th. I'll post the times that it starts in the description. The same rules go as far as last time. So you buy the puzzle, speed puzzle it. We have the Google form for you to fill out. This one, since it is 750 pieces and much more challenging than a regular rectangle 500 piece, you can take breaks. Just write it on the Google form. There is a spot on there for breaks. So you don't have to spend, 3, 4, 8 hours puzzling without a break. I'm not sure if I'll take a break. It kind of depends on how my day is. And how hard the puzzle is, because I know that I looked at the bag. Some of the pieces are small. They're not normal pieces, and it's, it doesn't even have like a smooth border. So this puzzle is definitely going to be challenging to speed puzzle. All I know is that I'm going to dump the pieces out and I'm going to put on my music and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping like 3.5 hours. So we'll see. I think that's very optimistic. Especially since it's flowers. Kind of wondering if it's going to take me more like 5, but we'll see. All I know is I'm super excited. Okay, so all the information for the Battle of the YouTube Puzzlers Part 2 will be in the description. The Google form, like I said, the time it starts. So we're going to be staggering the videos this time. We're not going to release them all at once. We're staggering it. That way we can say, when we put the videos as a premiere, we will be able to actually chat with each other while we're watching each other's videos. So it's probably going to take roughly an hour, 10 minutes or less for each video. So it's just going to be an hour of pure fun, watching ourselves speed puzzle this puzzle and watching each other and being able to live chat. I think this one is going to be super incredibly fun. So be watching for our premieres. Get the puzzle if you want to join in. I'll have all the information in the description of this video, including a link to the puzzle. So that's all I have today. Happy speed puzzling and get some practice in and just have a ball. Bye, everybody.